Hey, Honorary Knight. Looks like pretty much everyone's here. Oh, Beto and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to wait for them here?
Yeah.
Great. While we're waiting, could you update me on the situation in Mondstadt?
So yeah, after updating Farka and Situation Mondstadt, you explain the relationship between the god and Northwind.
And that's where things stand.
Okay.
The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Reikir of Solnari's control, but it has been reborn from the ashes and is now launching widespread attacks. Intel from the Frostmoon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Rere resides. What we are facing here is a completely new foe.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf. Andrius, god of the North Wind.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andrius' spirit, namely Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. Isn't Roland some Mondstadter from like 500 years ago? How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past and the present-day Wild Hunt?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, relevant tissues will undergo changes to offset the loss of function. For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, the collateral vessels become more active.
Damn. Yeah.
Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion a new one, fit for the present circumstances. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
So that wasn't the real Roland, but rather an abysmal imitation.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, it will never quite match the functionality of the original organ. The Roland replica can't possibly imitate Rere's overwhelming power, nor his ability to disguise himself as others. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to compensate for this lack of power.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andrius as he slumbered by the bank of Eimsvartnir, ultimately manifesting as the giant beast that you all witnessed. However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic, and indeed how it was able to do so, remains unclear.
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or Nodcry somehow during his wanderings through Teyvat. But we can keep those questions on the back burner.
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but what did you mean when you said we can't kill him right now?
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous than a living one.
Yeah.
From intelligence gathered during the expedition, we have reason to believe that the power released when a god is felled can have catastrophic consequences for us
Like when
mortals.
the tower fell in Thornterra's lair.
Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, they will persist for thousands of years. This land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add god remains to the mix, it'd be like adding salt to an open wound, placing everyone who lives here in perilous danger.
Damn.
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by god remains in my database, there also appear to be cases of gods dying naturally with no ill effects.
Yeah.
In that land, the passing of the Pyro-Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history, and even the part of Andrius who remains in Mondstadt has experienced death once before, has he not?
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me? Please, present it now. Should help explain things faster. Come forth, Boreas!
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I can accompany you no further on your journey. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the ley lines of this land. Perhaps this is all that a wolf can hope to do for humankind. Do not grieve for me, for this is the end I have chosen. Instead, remember that one day, your wandering too must come to an end. Where and when shall that be? A final wish before I slumber. Sing me a song. That melody you so often hummed in the taverns.
What the hell? For a second there I thought it was the Halo thing, but turns out it's not.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas's final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his god remains. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect Mondstadt from harm.
Sounds like Andreas spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found, the decision he made, to Andreas's heart. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
Where's yourself with the ley line?
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it was his own wish to begin with, it sounds feasible to me.
Wait, we already have a perfect solution? Then why are we even having this meeting? Let's go do this thing!
If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone is unlikely to be powerful enough to break through the Abyss's control and reach Andreas's heart. We need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger and more resilient.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt's ley lines. He can't afford to send us any more of his power. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first Knight of Boreas, many wolf spirit fragments were left behind along the way. If we can collect those fragments, we can use them to strengthen the decision to merge with the ley lines.
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments? But they could be anywhere between Nodcry and Mondstadt. It'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Honestly, Paimon's voice is starting to get annoying again, bruh. Like deadass, bruh. Paimon's voice is starting to get annoying again, bruh, if I'm being honest, bruh. It went from tolerable to annoying to tolerable again to annoying again, bro. Like deadass, bro. Because Karina's voice as Paimon was so annoying, bro. Like, it was tolerable at first, considering that it wasn't as high pitched as it would be like later on. Like, I think once you get to like Inazuma, once you get to like Leeway or Inazuma, you begin to notice that Paimon's voice starts to be higher in pitch, which starts to annoy the fuck out of me, bro. Hell, even made some cutscenes unbearable, bro. Because of Paimon, bro. and at some points in certain cutscenes, kind of unwatchable, bro. And that's the one thing you don't want in your fucking game, is having your cutscenes unwatchable, bro. Like,
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few fragments left to gather in Nodcry, but apart from that, most of them are already inside this sword. I've been collecting them during the whole expedition.
Huh? Wait, really?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way, we've been hard at work planning for every possible contingency. Not just the wild hunt in the abyss, but ancient gods remaining in Nodcry.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making. It's almost as if you foresaw the future.
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection. But I can't take credit for it. It was all thanks to the help of a few friends. Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing in the north. Had I known more, we could have saved a lot of energy.
friends.
As a matter of fact, instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for every possible scenario. If all that preparation went to waste, all the better for it. But anything that proved useful, we knew we'd be grateful for down the line.
Sure enough, now it's proving it's full.
Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolf spirit fragments scattered around Nodcry, and use them to make the thought within this sword as strong as it could possibly be. According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, his form was at its most unstable at the beginning of his journey. That means the fragments here should be the most powerful ones. But of course, we've been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry. First with the Wild Hunt, then with the Doctor. So, it wasn't until recently that we were finally able to confirm the status of the Wolf Spirit fragments. We now know there are 3 left to find.
Okay, so 3 more mini expeditions to go.
I managed to gather 1 fragment before Roland reappeared. I also have a confirmed location for the second, which I'll take care of in short order. As for the 3rd fragment, we've identified a general search area to focus on, but we'll need all hands on deck to pinpoint the exact location.
Well, you made a lot of progress already.
The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of Roland, he too will be aware of Andrias' history. He's sure to try and sabotage our plans by any means at his disposal. So everyone needs to bring their A game.
With our foe being from Mondstadt, it's our duty as Mondstadters to defeat him.
And since the Wild Hunt is involved, the Lightkeepers will provide their full support.
The Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop will also help in any way we can.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some point. Didn't exactly scrutinize it though. I mean, who actually reads those things anyway, right?
And that's the problem, Yehoda. That y'all niggas don't even read the fucking contracts before you sign them, bruh. That's the main fucking issue, bruh. And then you get upset where you have to do something that you don't want to do as part of the contract. Like, bruh. Moral to the story, read the fucking contract first before signing, bruh. If there's something that you don't like, then refuse to sign it, bruh. Like, how hard is that, bruh? Like, how hard is that, bruh? Dumb ass, bruh.
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will provide intel and relay battlefield communications. Looking at you, Yehoda.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the Wild Hunt and the shadow of an ancient god. I'm impressed by your courage, Miss Yehoda.
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality ingredients will be used to prepare your future meals.
Darn it! I should have known this payday wouldn't come that easy.
I'll deal with the second wolf spear
Damn.
fragment, which we already know the
Yeah, you
location of.
fucked up,
The
Yehuda.
moment you make any progress with Fragment 3, be sure to give me an update. Traveler, could you join me in retrieving Fragment 2? I have a feeling that your unique constitution might come in handy.
Alright, sure, bro.
All right, time is of the essence. Let's move out, people. Dismissed!
Okay, bro, okay. Damn, 2 weeks left for Varka, bro. Like, damn. Oh, Ningguang's back again, bro. Try to get Varka, bro. The reason why I skipped the blue ones is because they're nothing really all that important. They're just fucking weapons. Let's see.
Allow me to introduce myself again, though you're probably bored of
Yes!
hearing it by now. I am Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius,
I got
Mondstadt's
Varka,
Knight of
bro.
Boreas. I'm here to fulfill the Favonian pledge. I swear by my sword, you shall not fall while I stand.
Damn, I got Varka, bro. The Grand Master himself, bro. Now I have both the Grand Master and the acting Grand Master in my roster, bro. I gotta tell Queen this. First, Yishuan last night in ZZZ. And now Varka in Genshin, bro. Wait, did I upload the video? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. This is about to be the best day of my fucking life, bro. Yes! That is so fucking crazy. I finally got Varka, bro. Isn't that cool, bro? Wow, bro. Finally, I got Varka, bro. I am so fucking happy right now, bro. That got Varka, the Grand Master himself, bro. I can't wait to show Queen this, bro. Homeboy Varka, bro. Can't wait. I can't wait to show the likes of Queen, Armin, Tam. That got Varka, bro. And maybe even CSG, bro. Mr. CSG Explorer, bro. Cause remember, CSG had gone back to playing Genshin, bro. It's crazy how it took 5 years, basically, to reveal Varka's appearance, bro. He was mentioned in the fucking... He was mentioned previously. But in Nodcry, we finally got to see the reveal of Varka himself, bro. You know what? You know what? You know what? Varka, bro. Still gotta rank up Barca, bro. Damn, bro. I know I'm going crazy over Barca. Hey, look. Yeah. Oh yeah, I already showed ya. Now we could get a chance to unlock Ningguang. Yeah, guys. So yeah. The only thing in order to get the Star Glitter thing, we need to get like a repeat of a 4-star or 5-star character or weapon. So yeah. Basically a rerun, bro. Let's go meet home. Let's go do the other shit, bro.
Have you decided where you will go from here?
Amber!
If not,
oh, I had no dialogue, bro. Unfortunately, there's no voice lines in this whole thing, bro. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that the Windglider shit is hosted by Amber, bro. Because she, as she says constantly, that she's the gliding champion of Mondstadt, bro. Let's try, bro. Let's do this shit, bro. Going through rings, bro. Like, what do you think this? What do they think this is? Suman 64? Oh, by the way, spoilers. Oh yeah, spoiler. Suman 64 is gonna be in the BDC loser season, bro. Then they switch styles, bro. Yeah, by the way, it's not actually called Suman 64. I think it was called Suman, The New Adventures of Suman, bro. As the actual name of the game is. But everyone just calls it Suman 64. So yeah. That's why I'm gonna title it Superman 64. Because that's the name that everyone knows, bro. Honestly, Right now, I'm not really in the mood to do like the main shit. But I'll do the main Varka shit next episode, bro. Like that ass, bro. Since we're already at Mondstadt, bro. Now let's go to Lisa, bro. Where is she? You dancing? Oh. Oh, it's her though.
Hello there, Honorary Knight and the Helper in White.
Since when did Paimon help? Like, Hertha. Paimon has not helped for shit, bro.
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and Lady Paimon. Glenfidia, at your service.
Looks like you're in a good mood, Hertha. And nice to meet you, Glenfidia. By the looks of things, you're about ready to open?
Indeed. Thanks to some help from the Angel's Share and the Cat's Tail, our drink stand is ready to go. Besides all the classics, we also mix cocktails to order, and are currently offering a limited time delivery service.
Cocktails? Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel Share? And recently, you've also shown off your skills at the flagship in Nocrai. We sure have come a long way, huh?
You didn't do shit, Paimon. Stop saying we. There is no we, Paimon. There's only me, I. Since you don't do shit, bro.
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite traditional, and it stopped feeling fresh long before the expedition began. To offer everyone some more exciting choices, we're planning to revamp our menu. But I need to get back to handling resident requests, and Glenfidia doesn't have much experience mixing drinks. Plus, we've got a whole bunch of outstanding delivery orders on hand. Honorary Knight, if you're free, could you maybe help us out for a while, just until my other squad gets back from the Stormbearer Mountains?
You'll be amply compensated, of course, plus double pay for overtime, depending on your performance metrics.
I got a good idea for a YouTube countdown video, bro. For a Vibration TV countdown video. Genshin characters that were affected by the VA strike. No, wait, no, or at least, no, wait, a better one being characters to have the VAs changed as a result of the strike. I'm no rookie, bro.
Paimon's not sure what performance metrics are, but she's happy to help with deliveries. As the best guide into that, Paimon needs to keep up with the changing times. Besides, this will give her the chance to explore the city and stay up to date with all the recent goings-on.
You're not the best guide ever, Paimon. If anything, you're terrible, bro. You're the worst. Only now you started to act more like a guide again, like, which is something you should have been doing the entire game. But no, after Mondstadt, you essentially abandoned your role as a guide until Nocrai. And only then you all of a sudden start wanting to return to be a guide, which is something that you should have been doing the entire time. And you could blame fucking Hoyoverse for the writing, bro.
Working with you two is always such a
More
breeze.
so working with the Traveler, more so. As in only one person, the Traveler.
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon in any way I can. I'm very skilled when it comes to things like portioning out drinks.
You're gonna end up having to do all the work, Glenfidia, because Paimon doesn't do shit.
Alright. Well, if you're ready to, then let's get to work.
Also, can Paimon just stop talking for the Traveler? Luckily in Notcry, the Traveler got more of a role in Notcry than previously. Like, because I wanted to hear the Traveler's thoughts on stuff. Like, for some reason, for most of the game, Poiverse decided to have Paimon be the voice for the Traveler for most of the game for some reason, bruh. And before he acts, I see the Traveler as a separate character. As their own character, bruh. So yeah. Like, I wanted to know more of the Traveler's thoughts and stuff. Like, but instead, you hide most of the Traveler's voice lines prior to Notcry behind the voiceover's profile page, bruh. And also, I've seen the Traveler actually drink alcohol in the game, bruh. Remember Notcry, yeah, guys? Librarian's low pop. I already know this one, bruh. Just by reading the librarian name alone, bruh. Lisa.
Oh my. It looks like Hertha has gone back to her duties, and Glenfidia is away somewhere too. Has our dear cutie taken complete charge of the drink stand?
That's right, yours truly is in charge.
Wonderful. Now I can order without worrying about ending up with one of the logistics company's specials. The type of drink that keeps you awake all night, leaving you no choice but to pass the time
Working through the
working.
night, shouldn't that be a thing of the past?
That's right. I'm just a carefree librarian now. If only there weren't so many people with overdue books, and I didn't have to go door to door to get them back. I would have dropped by to chat with you sooner, and try out your delightful creations, of course.
Yeah, I know that I love Lisa, like, she's one of the two seductive characters in Genshin, with the other one being Yaimiko, so yeah. That's why I always wanted to see, bruh, interaction between Lisa and Yaimiko. I always wanted to see that, bruh. So what would be?
Let me think. I don't really have a favorite drink. Just rustle me up something rejuvenating that'll lift my spirits.
Earlier, I actually saw the full-fledged trailer of Scary Movie 6, yeah, guys, so yeah. And it was actually really good, bro. It was pretty funny, bro. I'm glad the Wayans brothers are back in the film, bro. I'm glad they're involved with the film again, bro. And by the way, Scary Movie 6 just called Scary Movie, bro. Yeah, they just call it Scary Movie. That's it. But I'm gonna call it Scary Movie 6 to avoid confusion with the first film, bro. And it seems like the parody film, the spoof films, it feels like it's making a comeback, bro. And I'll talk more about it afterwards, bro.
And if it could help me nod off to sleep later, that would be even better.
Like, rejuvenated. No Kiss Dawn seemed like a good choice. Make a snow-kissed dawn, bro. Okay, snow-kissed dawn. Alright. Milk. Smetana. And cocoa. Okay, what's next, traveler? See what I mean? See what I mean, yeah, guys? Traveler does everything, bro. But yet, Paimon credits both of them. Well, credits herself and the traveler. Even though that is clearly the traveler doing everything, bro. That's why I only credit the traveler, bro. Because we only see the traveler be the one to actually put in the work. Wow. This game is pretty easy, bro. Shake gently. I would often just call the medium. There we go. This game is pretty easy, bro. That's the one thing I love. I love the fucking mini games in this game, bro. The limited time mini games, like, they're pretty fun, bro. It gives you something to do.
Here's a snow-kissed dawn. I hope you like it.
And I'm glad that the Traveler is getting more. I know I complain about the Traveler not getting much voice lines, but luckily within the past, like, what, a few months, I would say the Traveler is starting to get more voice lines in the game. Which is something that I really wish they could have done the entire game. So they could have done much more, bro, with the game, bro. Because, like I said, I would have loved to hear the Traveler's thoughts on stuff, bro, like, instead of Paimon's thoughts. Like, the Traveler's supposed to be the main pro tag, by the way. So yeah, I wanted to hear the Traveler's own thoughts, bro.
It's delicious,
And
cutie.
I don't mean fucking the fucking quote unquote decisions. I meant actual voiced thoughts though.
Pleasantly tart, sweet, but not cloying, smooth on the palate, with a refreshing aftertaste. If anything, though, I seem to be feeling a little more energetic than I'd like. Perhaps you've unwittingly unraveled Glenfiddia's secret and concocted an even more effective pick-me-up?
Should I take it with the ingredients?
Don't worry, there's no rush. Your eyes are aglow with curiosity, as though you have many more questions to ask. Let's chat for a while. Take your time. Inspiration will come soon enough.
Alright, what books did you collect today?
Since you're asking, it's been a bit of an unusual day. There's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine, who's recently taken up a position at the Goth Grand Hotel. She borrowed our most valuable book, the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium of Desserts.
Oh no, wait, never mind. It's the chef that works for Escoffier.
Apparently, she plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the taste of various savory dishes. Something about reducing their greasiness.
Sweet meat dishes?
Indeed. And judging by the results, she rather overdid it with the caramel sauce. What should have been fragrant meat slices ended up tasting nauseatingly sweet.
The bad part about these limited time events is that once, especially in Genshin, no wait, this is more of a Genshin problem, bro, but the bad part about the Genshin's limited time events is that once it's over, you can't go back to it in any way, bruh. The only way you can go back to it is by watching YouTube videos of it, bruh. That sucks, bruh. Why couldn't they do the route like Zenless Zone Zero did, bruh? And make those limited time and make a lot of those limited time events available permanently. But without the limited time awards. So yeah, because I like what Zenless Zone Zero did with their limited time events. They made them permanently. It's just that the only difference is that when it's permanent, they don't have the limited time awards anymore. So yeah, that's the only difference, bro.
Caramel sauce is such a fantastic ingredient, you know? It never fails to please when added to drinks. Sometimes I even add a spoonful to my afternoon tea. Improving food, I suppose, isn't always about being as creative as possible.
Oh hey, CSG, how's it going? I'm doing awesome. I got Varka, CSG. Let's track down the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium of desserts earlier. She seemingly particularly fond of caramel sauce. Perhaps I should try substituting some of that for the tangier Santana. It's nice that you're doing good, CSG. Wait, is that not what you bought with you?
Oh, this? That was for another of today's little errands. A large contingent of the expedition team will be returning to Mondstadt soon. They've been away for such a long time, so there's a good chance many of their tastes have changed.
Thanks, CSG.
Jean asked me to visit some of their families to try and get a better understanding of what new ingredients might satisfy our knights' changing preferences.
Just detailed playing.
Well, they've all devoted their blood, sweat, and time to protecting Mondstadt. They deserve some care and respect in return. Based on what I gathered, the most requested ingredient was cacahuatl from Natlan. It seems like our knights have developed a taste for cocoa. In their letters, many of them mention that they rely on cocoa to keep themselves energized. I've tried hot cocoa myself, and I must say, I find it just as effective as coffee when it comes to staying alert.
All right. Wait, kept me too late.
Lately? So careful with your wording, cutie. Is that because you think that I, too, might have changed since we last met? Or simply because you can't remember?
Well, you're so well-traveled and well-read. Surely it's normal for your taste to change from time to time.
Not bad at all. A flawless answer. Back in my student days, I might have been drawn to every new and exciting ingredient I read about, constantly expanding my horizons and stepping out of my comfort zone. But now, I've grown accustomed to a life of comfort and routine. To paraphrase a certain Leo-read legal expert, my life is fast approaching a state of living out one's golden years in peace and comfort. I'm no longer so easily moved by adventure and excitement.
Oh, you was talking to Yanfei. Alright.
I'm sure you remember, a few years ago, when we were adventuring together, you found me that sweet-tasting alchemical ingredient. Well, my tastes haven't changed a bit since then.
Twice with all stuff with this whole land grab. Large and small. Goblet.
Surely you're not suggesting I'd take this opportunity to sneak off on a little countryside wander. You caught me. My investigations into Mondstadt's lesser-known drinks took me to Dawn Winery, where I had a little chat with the head housemaid, Adelind. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. She'd encountered some monsters she didn't know how to deal with, and in her desperation, asked for my help. I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendom to teach some raving hounds a lesson. It's been a while since I've had such an invigorating workout.
Not good disconnection shit, bro. Add wolf hooks.
As expected,
Like a new
Cutie,
improved
your
version.
brilliant mind has grown even sharper. Just a few gentle hints were all you needed to light that special spark of inspiration.
Okay. Do not add cocoa. Okay. Milk. Caramel. Wolf hook. The 8-piece. You know what this shit reminds me of? Shit reminds me of fucking Bar Rescue, bro. Let's make it even more romantic. A Valberry garnish, bro. Slumbering Rose.
Finished. A new creation, custom made for you. This should help you fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams. It's called a slumbering rose.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been carefully crafted. You've turned it into a completely different drink. Based purely on appearance, it's exactly my style. Time to see how it tastes. Full marks. It's like savoring an exquisite dessert before taking a stroll along the shore of Cider Lake, with a gentle breeze caressing your skin, relaxed and at ease. I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I overstimulated. I'm actually starting to feel a little sleepy. As a bedtime drink, this is pure perfection. So good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of this slumbering rose. I can use it as an opportunity to crown you the new maestro of mixology.
You're making things a little.
Speaking of lakeside strolls, Why don't you join me next time there's a clear, warm day, when the sun is bright, but not too harsh? Any walk would be more relaxing with you to talk to along the way, cutie. Then, when we get back, you could fix me up another glass of slumbering rose.
That sounds lovely.
And I'll make just as sure to hold you to that. When the time comes, I won't accept any excuses.
Yeah, see, CSG? CSG, watch. Look, I have him. I have him. I have him. I have him, CSG, so yeah.
Knight of Boreas, fall.
So yeah. Damn, this dude. He be having two swords, bro. Still gotta rank him up though.
Ready to ride.
Wait. It's fun in Act 2, bro, so far. Kaya. Oh, this one isn't voice either, bro. Oh, it's this shit, bro. This type of shit again, bro. I want to try out the, like, lower level first, bro.
turning point in fate! Watch out! Decay! New life! Watch out! Watch out! The story has only just begun! Leave it to me! The story has only just begun! Thunder! Lament for the end! Thunder! Stay away from me!
Damn, motherfucker.
Get back! Maria sweeping it!
We got 1 star, bro. I already got Barca, so... That's 2 added, bro. Need 7 more to go, bro. Oh, there she is. Now it's C3 Xiaoling. We move right here, so that's it for this episode, you guys. So see you guys next time. Viper signing off. Good night, everyone.